Today on Spirits and Gear, we check out the Randall Century 200 Mark II. The Randall Century 200 is most famous for being the Pantera amp. This is the amp heard on Vulgar Display of Power and Far Beyond Driven, and Dimebag did them very, very well. Now this amp out of the box is not the gain monster and it doesn't have the crushing metal tones out of the box that most people would assume. It actually takes some outboard gear and it takes a lot of boosting to get in the gain realm of Pantera, or as you heard, something even chug-worthy at all. These amps sound kind of weird. They have a really unique and kind of weird mid-range voicing to them. Definitely recommend them with a humbucker guitar because they are solid state. They do have a lot of high end. They're very cutting, as Dimebag's tone was. And there's not a huge amount of low end. The reverb, the built-in reverb is okay. And the clean channel it's okay. It's not crazy good. These amps aren't crazy awesome amps. They do one thing really, really well. And I think that's important to point out if you are looking for one of these. Now, these are very rare amps. These were made from 1991 to early mid 1994, just for a few years when Randall was in the middle of being sold to US Music, who owns them today. Not a lot is known about these amps, although the Mark I and the Mark II versions of these amps are very, very similar. They were different and they had a different EQ layout. The Century 200 is basically the 6505 Plus to the Century 170. The 170 has a shared EQ, whereas the Century 200 has independent EQ for both channels. If you do find one of these, definitely pick one up, but don't ever pay more than $500 for one of these in really, really good condition. I got my amp from the original owner. Thank you so much, sir. He contacted me and asked me if I wanted to take possession of his beloved Century 200, and I said, yeah, absolutely. I would love to do a video on it. So, in closing, these are cool amps. They're not instant tone machines. They take a little bit of work, but if you do put in the work, you will be richly rewarded. You've been wonderful. I have been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.